I am playing Golden Axe 3. I'm going to be putting on its hardest setting. One player. Playing with the Panther. Chronos. The reason why I'm choosing him instead of the other characters is because he has a super move which just is near invincible, and it just makes him way too good not to use. So that's it right there, that lunge. He just lunges across the screen. I believe it's his most damaging move. And then on top of that, it can't be blocked. There's a couple of different characters in this game that can block. Oh my gosh, I didn't want to get on that thing. This thing is terrible. Look at how terrible. Who would even want to get on this thing? Yeah, so the first time I played this, I didn't know that there were some more advanced moves, and this is one of them. You're basically hitting forward, back, forward, and then attack and jump at the same time. And you're doing this lunge move. It has a lot of invincibility frames. From what I can tell, you can't get hit during the 3 attacks that it has. So you're able to hit someone at the end of the lunge, then during the flip, and then also when he does his hand strike. And I'm pretty sure you're invincible for that entire time, so it just makes it really way too good of a move. So you're going to be seeing a lot of that, because it's just too good not to use, and then you're going to be seeing a lot of me doing the jump kick. Jumping and kicking just works really well in this game. I don't use the block. There is a block in this game. I don't use it a whole lot, if at all. I don't really see the need for it. I think it's cool that they have it. But yeah, I think maybe with a different character, like Proud. Proud's the kind of Neanderthal-looking guy with the awesome mane, and he's really slow. He's the first person I played with. If you've seen that first video that I made of my first time playing through the game. Come in. And yeah, he's really slow, so the block is probably a little bit more effective when you're playing with him. But with the Panther, it's just the Panther's so fast. It's easier to kind of dodge than to try and block. And also, this move just makes him so epic. I don't really have to worry about that. So there's a jump, down, and attack. So the first time I played this game, I was always taking the high road. I was always going the up way. This time while playing, I'm going to be taking the low road the entire time. And I'm not just doing that... Oh my gosh, could I hit this guy, please? I'm not just doing that because last time I took the high road. I actually think the low road is the better way to go. The boss fights seem to be a little bit easier when you take the low road, and you gain more lives as well. and you can also get 3 hearts. So I'll tell you what the hearts do, and I'll tell you how you gain the lives when we actually start getting to that. Guy tries crawling away. I love that. Whoa, whoa. Guy actually got a hit off on me. Yeah, so if you're not playing as the Panther, you're kind of... The Panther is easy mode in this game. So he's not necessarily my favorite person to play with, but he is just the best person to play with. And it's all because of this move right here. The super lunge. He is also the coolest to play with. I mean, he runs on all 4s when he runs. That's kind of cool. He's got a cool Panther lunge. Can't really go wrong. Yeah, one of the benefits to... So if you've seen the first video of my first playthrough, you'll kind of get a better understanding of how I actually go about playing these games. And I don't look up anything about the games before I play them, including move lists. And there's actually a reason for that. I like having a good foundation in the game. Alright, so these 2 people got released. They were prisoners. And that caused that little prince, those 2 little prince symbols underneath my character icon in the top left to appear. If I get 5 of those, it gives me an extra life. It took me a while to figure that out. But anyway, so I play where I don't know anything about the game. And that way I have to figure out a lot of things on my own. And also it forces me to get used to some of the more basic mechanics of the game. Like just knowing how to attack, when to jump kick, those kind of things, the timing on those things. So it doesn't sound like too big of a deal, but when you have a good foundation in the really basic mechanics of a game, it makes you much, much better at playing it. Because, for instance, like, you're going to see me using this move, this move 90% of the time. But I also need to know how to handle situations where I can't use that move. Because if all you do is look up the move list and find out, sorry, and you find out that, get a drink here. So that's my magic. This is the first boss, which is actually one of the other characters. He's a cursed character. Yeah, if you look up the move lists and you find out, oh, this is, you know, this epic move, then you're going to play the game, and you're just going to try and use this move all the time for every single situation. And it's not going to work. So instead, if I have kind of a better foundation in the other just automatically known mechanics of the game, it makes it easier for me to handle situations where I can't use some really epic move, or where I can play with a different character and still have a good time because I know how to play in other ways other than just constantly using this. But for this run, you are going to see this a lot because it just works well. It kills guys quickly. So there really isn't a downside to using it. From downtown. Yes, I love that. Love getting that, dang it, this guy's kicking my butt. Love getting that, yeah, that top story to bottom story kind of like hits off. That's a lot of fun for me. Oh, jeez. How many times am I going to do that? I totally did that last time I played. So I've no-death this game twice now. I did a no-death, which was also my first no-continue. I just had a really good run. Then I did a recording of myself playing the game, and that was also a no-death. So I was excited about that. But then I totally messed up because I had my audio settings different. I was doing some other things with my screen recorder, so I had my audio settings off. And when I changed them to what I believed was, the proper way to change it, so I can have my microphone and my and the system sounds, which is just the game sounds and things like that recording, I totally messed it up, and I set it kind of opposite to how it normally should be set up. I don't know if any of this is making sense. Either way, I'm really frustrated because I did an entire run, a no-death run. It was a good run, and I had to delete it. I couldn't use it. It was garbage because you couldn't hear me talking the entire time. Not that me talking is a big deal, but it's just part of it for me that I explain. At least when I'm solo running, I explain what is going on in the game, so that if people want to play the game, they want to play it well, they kind of have a background in what's going on in it. So there is a decent amount of moves in this game. There's your normal slash. There's a down hit, which is just an automatic knockdown. If you get close to a guy, you'll grab him, which I'm totally messing up. If you get close to a guy and hit attack, you'll grab him. There's a defensive move, which is hitting attack and jump at the same time. It's a defensive move right there. Then there's an offensive version of it, which is a swipe. Attack and jump at the same time. Okay, so right there, I just got an extra life. Just freed 5 people. Got 5 of the prince symbols. Good to go. Now these two kind of reverse stalactites, since they're like stalactites coming out of the ground, crystals I guess, are they house skeletons. So I'm just not going to hit them. Okay. Yeah. From what I can tell, there's no way of getting out of that grab, which is annoying, but whatever. Yeah. Then there's also the forward, back, forward attack and jump, which does your super duper move. Great. Whoa. So every character has kind of their special move, and so Sarah, the woman with the sword, if you play as her, it's the same as it is with Chronos, who's the character that I'm playing with. It's forward, back, forward, and then attack and jump, and she throws like a blade out, and it's terrible. It leaves her super open, and you're unable to attack while the blade's out. So I mean, I don't know why they gave this guy this epic move. It's unblockable, has a ton of invincibility frames. It's just, it's super epic. Then they gave her this like Xena throwing thing, and it's terrible. It leaves her wide open. It doesn't cover the whole screen either, so it's just easy to get hit. I'm doing a terrible job here. Hate skeletons. Hate them. Yeah. And then Kane, who is the barbarian guy who looks like Axe Battler. Oh, getting hit. He's got a flame move. Oh, my throat is just killing me right now. He's got a flame move. He throws a flame from his sword and it travels across the ground and hits whoever is in that plane. So, and it's decent, but it's nowhere near this good as this guy's move. Because even though it's a flame, it can be blocked, which is kind of stupid. Because you can't block fire. I tried blocking fire when I made my first attempt at this game, and it totally didn't work. So if I can't block fire, why can they block fire? Dang it. Come on. I really don't like these guys. Sometimes, it's weird. Oh, okay, so for instance, I used my magic, but there's still a couple magic vials left. And I think it's a glitch. So I can use my magic again, but I shouldn't be allowed to do that. I don't think. I can't figure it out. See, watch, it's there again. But I'll show you. So when the level ends, that magic vial should, I think, disappear, I want to say. Could be wrong about that. Maybe just because the thieves steal it, but... That guy drops one. This guy drops... Maybe this guy just stole it from me and I have 3 again. I can't figure it out, but it seems to be a glitch. That happens? Jeez Louise. Sorry, I just got through playing this game and talking the whole time. And, anyway, and that video just being a total waste, so... That's pretty frustrating. And, yeah. My throat doesn't like, talking continuously for an hour, other than having to do it again. It really, really doesn't like that. So, yeah, this game really took the move list in a whole new direction. The original Golden Axes really didn't have that many moves. But in this game, there's just a lot of them. So there's 3 different jumps as well. There's a normal jump kick. There's like a heavy jump kick, which is running, and then attacking. Running, jumping, and attacking. And then there's a down hit as well, which is jumping and hitting down and attacking. And that's when he does his, like, performance of Cats, the musical. And it's pretty decent. It does a decent amount of damage, so... So they really set you up in this game for success. I like the fact that they give you these power moves, even if it is really epic with this guy. At least you have it with the other characters as well, even if it's not as good. You have it with the other characters, and it gives you options. It gives you more options to play the game. You can block if you want to block, you know, and it allows you to do different things. You may not use all of the moves in the game, just you might feel like they're not all necessary, but at least they're there in case you do want to use them. Ugh. Terrible. Terrible. There's this game called Knights of the Round, and it has a block mechanic in it, and it's... Well, let's see if I can get it. Nope. Okay, so that guy was eating, and if I hit him quick enough, I would have knocked the food out of his hand, but I was too slow. Yeah, it would have been nice because I took a couple hits. So. These knights do block, but this move is unblockable. What? So, yeah. This game is really kind of funny like that. No one else in the game has an unblockable move other than this guy. And I feel like this guy's got a lot going for him other than just the unblockable move. He's the fastest character. You know, he's got second longest reach. I don't think he's the weakest. I think Sarah is weaker than him. Taking the low road. So, yeah, I don't really know why they gave him the unblockable move. Other than they just made a huge mistake. Ah man, more skeletons. Yikes. They block too. It's like they made those skeletons in the second one that were so lame compared to the ones in the first one. I mean, the skeletons in the first Golden Axe are they just take it to a whole nother level. And then in the second Golden Axe, they were so lame in comparison. They were like no different than any other normal mob. And then this game just giving them a block ability. I mean, if you're not playing as this guy, the skeletons are really annoying. Oh, there he is. He's eating. Oh, see, I got it. See that meat on the ground right there? In between the skeletons? That's his food. That's his food that's now my food. That's what it's all about. It's like, oh, you want to be a bad guy? You want to eat your ham? You don't get to eat your ham. Now I'm gonna eat your ham. That's my ham. Oh yeah. Only I'm not going to eat it because it's now on its screen. Alright, so I want to take these guys. I don't want him there. Whoa. I want these guys to be on the left because I'm gonna get attacked. Like that. If you're too far right, when she comes in, she can hit you. So here's another character in the game. Sarah Vane. And she's cursed right now, so I gotta beat her up enough so that she's not cursed. Yep. Okay, now I'm on a ship. Doing ship stuff. Oh my gosh! There's like a huge opportunity here to do a move all the way off. Oh my gosh, all the way. That was like 4 steps. 4 steps. That's exciting. You don't get to do that every day. One of the really cool things about this game is that the characters yell when they die, and it lets you know if someone's at a screen, if they're dead or not. And it sounds like a really small thing, but Final Fight doesn't have that. I don't remember Final Fight having that. Final Fight doesn't have it where the enemies yell when they die, so you actually don't know sometimes if someone's dead or not. I could be wrong about that, but I'm almost positive. That was kind of something I noticed about that game. Too much of this move. But it's so good. Yeah, both of yous. Oh, yeah, so the women with the maces are really good at grabbing you. A lot of the other enemies don't do that. You can kind of get close, and you can grab them before they're going to grab you. Most enemies don't have a grab maneuver. Oh no. Like this guy, for instance. He's not going to be able to grab me. I can just walk up to him. But the women with the maces do have a grab maneuver, so you don't want to try and grab them, because most likely they'll grab you first. And grabbing is a really good way of dealing with the knights when you don't have a super move that is unblockable, like this character does. You just kind of get off their level, and then move down to them quickly, hit punch. Okay, another guy with a little... Did I get it? I don't think I got it. Wow, that guy got it quickly. Okay, that little heart that popped up over there, that's going to give me full life, and it's also going to extend my life bar. So I'll grab that. I don't think things disappear in this game. Pretty sure they don't. So I'll grab that after I kill all these guys. Oh yeah, 3 of them. That's where it's at. Should be good. Ah, got belly bounced. These guys, I believe, breathe fire. The little guys that have this kind of charcoal color to them with the gold headdress. So I gotta be careful with those, you know, the club guys. If I get too close, they can breathe fire on me. Their normal version doesn't do that. The normal version just belly bounces you, which is embarrassing. No one wants to get knocked over by somebody's belly. Nice, here's a couple more people. This is why I go take the down route. Oh my gosh, he's going for the belly. Sometimes you can't escape it. Yikes. Wow. So if I get one more, I'll have another life. So, yeah. And 0 counts. So when I have 4 lives, I really have 5 lives. Which makes it basically impossible for me not to one-credit this game. At least with this character. The person that I originally first played the game with was probably the worst person I could have picked. Yeah, he was the worst person I could have picked, now that I'm thinking about it. Yay! So, I do want to no death this game. If I don't, oh well, my other recording was a no death. And the last 2 times I played this game, I've no deathed it. But I really just don't want to record another one. I think it'll drive me crazy, so if I don't get a no death, so long as I get a no continue, I'm just going to post this. Sorry. No, I shouldn't apologize yet. Maybe I'll get it. From what I can tell, so these skeletons, there's these skeletons and then there's skeletons with the green shields. And to me it looks like there's no difference other than health. I think the skeletons with the green shields might have a little bit more health. I don't really know if there's a difference other than that. Wow. Wow. I mean, who came up with the idea of making this panther dude? He's just awesome. Maybe they were watching Thundercats. There's a panther character in Thundercats. And they just decided, yeah, that's what we want. We want a panther character. Alright, so here's the pompous eagle. My second time seeing him, he drops off the first boss, but this is my first time fighting him. So he's got a couple moves. He can block, he can grab you and throw you, he can kind of swoosh in, and he's got this weird chicken leg kick thing, punches, you know, stuff like that. I think I can hit him about... Okay, there it is. Oh, I passed him. Oh no, wrong way. Do it. Wow, I'm getting wrecked. Ah, no. Ah, one hit. I just completely messed that up. Jeez. And it's one of those fake bosses where you fight the guy, but they don't give it to you. Oh yeah, that was easy. A lot of times getting that thing is atrociously hard. These guys just keep throwing it and then like swarming to it. It's ridiculous. Whoa, so there can only be 4 enemies on screen. So the most enemies you're going to have on screen is 4. I don't know if that was clear, but yeah. Kind of makes me wonder what game has the most amount of enemies on screen. Maybe X-Men the arcade game. That one can have a lot. Alien vs. Predator can have quite a few. Streets of Rage 2 can have 6 if you're playing with 2 people. I wonder how many can be in... Anyway. I think Final Fight can have over 6. I mean, if you can have over 6, it's like... You've got a ton of enemies on screen. Can't think of Shadows over Mystara could probably have 6. I don't know if they have more than 6 on screen at any time though. Maybe. I haven't played that game with 4 people. That's not true. I have, but I haven't done it in a long time. Anyway, let me get over that obsession. Can I hit guys, please? This game has that terrible... that terrible thing where you can't hit guys if they're too close to you. Which I find outlandishly annoying in games. Oh man, there's more stairs, I can do stuff. I can jump. Yes. Yeah. Punch you all. There is a forward attack move, but you're probably not going to get see me using it a whole lot, because why use that when I can use this? But yeah, forward attack. It's blockable. This isn't, so... Yeah, another cool thing is that, I don't think I've said this, but Kane and Proud, their super special, awesome, spectacular move, you gotta hit forward, up, back, down, forward, then jump and attack. So it's kind of a, if you've played Street Fighter 2, it's a Zangief type move. And so I was immediately, when I was playing with them, doing it because I've actually played quite a bit with Zangief in Street Fighter 2 on the Sega Genesis. So I'm used to doing that circular maneuver on a D-pad. And it's easier to do it in this game. You can do it a lot slower. Slower than you'd think, but yeah, slower than you'd think. Okay, chandelier. Guess what's gonna happen to that chandelier? Yeah, if you've ever played any other beat-em up, you already know what's gonna happen with that chandelier. The same thing that happens in every beat-em up, it falls. I haven't been brave enough to just stand under it and see if it can hit me, but I'm assuming it does. Yeah, there's like just those certain things that every beat 'em up has to have, and it's falling chandeliers. If there's a chandelier, it's gonna fall. If there's an elevator, it's gonna be the hardest level on the planet. It's gonna drive you crazy. It's just those kind of things. The staples of the beat 'em up. This game though doesn't have an elevator. And neither does any of the other Golden Axe games, except for Revenge of Death Adder. Revenge of Death Adder has an elevator. Don't. Oh man, she got so close to me having to use my musical cats move on her. So I can knock these guys over the cliff. Come on. But if they're not going to cooperate, I'm not going to mess with them. These guys are much less likely to let you just knock them over things. They don't like getting knocked over cliffs. Whoa. Yeah, it's rare for these enemies to fall off of a cliff or to walk into, unless they just, you know, they don't have a choice, to walk into a position where you can just smack them off a cliff. They don't do that. Coming? There you go. Alright, so this isn't the boss, but these guys are so annoying that I'd rather use my magic on them than on the boss. I have a harder time fighting them. So, using it. Let's see if I get this weird magic glitch. I think it's a glitch. I can't figure it out. Nope. Okay. I have a theory. So sometimes you'll have magic left over after you cast a spell, and I wonder if that's because you've picked up more magic than your 6 slots allow. Anyway, so sometimes these skeletons will jump over the like they'll just jump over the cliff, and it's good fun, but other than that, there's really no situation where these guys are going to just blindly fall off a cliff unless I am forcing them to. Oh, this guy's still alive? See, there he goes. Yay! Yeah, so that's kind of an improvement in the enemy AI. They don't, they can look down. They don't fall to their death. And although it was kind of a funny, cool aspect of the other games, it was really cheap that you could just, you know, walk enemies to their death and not deal with even sometimes bosses in the other games. Okay, so here we go. This is the 3rd cursed member of the team and the last one that I have to fight. Obviously, I'm the 4th member of the team, so I don't have to fight myself. I've already been broken of the curse at the beginning of the game. Yikes. Okay, that was a pretty easy fight, but that's because I'm using the super spectacular Panther move. And it kind of makes a lot of these boss fights way too easy. There's my 2nd fight with the pompous eagle. I don't know why I'm doing such a terrible job. Come on. There we go. Yeah. You know, these are pretty difficult fights if you're not using the super move from the Panther. They can be a lot more difficult, but yeah, I got the Panther, so I'm gonna use it. I mean, if you had the choice of being just a normal person with a sword or a Panther with no weapon other than yourself, wouldn't you go with the Panther? Oh. There's actually 2 characters in this game that don't use weapons. The Panther, Chronos, then there's the kind of Neanderthal dude with the awesome mane. His name is, I think, Proud. And yeah, that's interesting that they did that. They have 2 characters without weapons. That's something this game could have used. Kind of sound effects, like my character doing some cool kind of meow. I think, yeah, like him lunging across the screen, he should do some kind of like, you know, wow. This is the kind of commentary you get on someone's second run of this game when they full well thought that they were completely and utterly done with it. Only to find out they totally messed up and are mad at themselves for it. That's what kind of commentary this is. Meow. Meow. So there's a heart. It's the third heart, I believe. You can get only up to 3 hearts. Doesn't matter what path you take. That's the best you're going to get. And like I said, the hearts refill my health to full. And they up my health meter a little bit. So gaining more and more health is good. There's a bird outside. Okay. What's next? Yikes. Get that now before I lose it. Yeah, full. This might be the first time I've ever hit every single one of those gnomes to get full on my magic. I'm just terrible at hitting those guys because they're moving around so much. This game makes you earn everything, and then it gives you this super move. It's like, sorry about the gnomes. Play with the panther. Okay, here's these guys. And I think I'm just gonna... because I don't like them. I don't like these guys. And if you're not playing with the panther, these guys are ridiculously hard. And I've found that using kind of your down hit works pretty good. I think that the Panther... no, actually, I think Kane has the longest reach on his down hit. But the Panther has pretty decent range on his down hit. Okay. Oh, yeah. But yeah, you kind of use your down hit. That seems to work pretty good. If you can corner them up and then get in a position where they can't hit you, but you can hit them, and you just repeatedly hit your down hit. But obviously, since I'm playing with the Panther, I got a better move. Whoa, that didn't work. Yeah, if you're not playing with Panther, this right here jump and attack. We'll jump hit. That's the way to go with these women. Ooh, that is coming in. Whoa, missed. Yeah. Very little. So I'm coming up on the end boss here. See if I can smoke him again. See that guy breathing his fire? See, I'm assuming that was before my attacks got pulled off, and you're still not invincible during that time. Okay, so that's the main boss. You can probably guess which one it is. Come on. Oh. Oh. Yeah. These knights, there's 6 of them all together, so if I kill these 2, 2 more will come, and then another 2 will come after those 2. So you can kind of decide not to... Doing terrible. Not to attack them and just focus this guy. But I actually find them to be really annoying. So I usually just focus kind of who's ever convenient for me to focus. So if I wasn't doing such a terrible job. But it does take longer if you're just purely focusing them. Alright, so that's the end boss. And now I'm going to kiss the fair maiden. Yeah, the weird kiss. I'm joking. There's no kiss. That'd be weird, right? Come on. Forget about it. Look at this guy clapping. Alright, so I lied. Yeah. Now the boss. This is the actual boss, and now he's got the golden axe, and luckily I only have to fight him by himself, and I've got a character with a really cool move, so it should go pretty well for me. My goal is to get far enough away from him so he can't hit me with his axe when he swings it, but not so far that he's going to want to cast his magic spell. So he's got magic. Let's just cast my spell while I'm at it. He does have magic, and I think if you get too far away from him is when he actually casts his magic. And it's just kind of like a screen killer. I'm going to cast my other spell. I don't know why I still have magic left. It's a glitch, I guess, but it works in my favor, so I'll use it. Damn it. This guy should be... Whoa! See, here it is. I don't know why he cast it here, because I'm so close to him, but anyway. Maybe he just cast it after a certain amount of time or something. I can't figure it out. Stink. That's it. That was the last hit on him. That's cool. You got to see his magic. And I had a no death, so... Super happy. Dude, you forgot the golden axe. Oh, yeah. Silly heroes. Can't remember anything. Finally, I've got a weapon. So this kind of has a cool scene where you walk back the same path that you came. So now I'm on the ship. I could have taken different paths, so then I would have walked back in those ways, but I'm going to be in the kind of water with the hairy island in the background. And then I go to the caves. Yeah, that's Golden Axe 3. What are we going to talk about now that the credits are up? So this game gets a lot of trash, and I think most people consider it to be the worst of the Golden Axe, the 3 console Sega Genesis Golden Axe games. I actually think it's the best of the Sega Genesis console Golden Axe games. And I didn't play this as a kid. I just started playing this like really recently as an adult, so I have no nostalgia for this game. I think it has the most variety of characters and the most variety of moves that you can perform. And I think it's the smoothest game. It's got the best hit detection, and yeah, it's just smoother than the other ones. So I'll tell you why this game gets a lot of beef, and I'm pretty sure I know why. It's because this game came out in 1993, which is a long time ago, but in 1992, 2 console beat-em-ups came out. One was Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo, which is probably the best Super Nintendo beat-em-up. And the other one was Streets of Rage 2 for the Sega Genesis. So a year before this game came out, those 2 games came out. And in my opinion, as well as probably most other people who play beat-em-ups, I don't know what I'm saying, but anyway, Streets of Rage 2 is the best beat-em-up of all time. And Turtles in Time may be a top 10 beat-em-up of all time. So, for this to come out a year later, it doesn't look as good, it doesn't play as good, and I think that's really what dragged this game down, and that's why people dislike it so much. But if I'm comparing it purely to the other Golden Axe games, I'd say Revenge of Death Adder is my favorite Golden Axe beat-em-up, other than this one is Golden Axe 3. Thanks, Sega. And then it shows me again, like, oh, here's your route. You went through these places. And if you if you die like I did last time, it'll get to, like, the last spot that you were, and then it'll be like, and you dead. Which is kind of funny. Anyway, well, that's Golden Axe 3. Thanks for watching.